that. But and also the whole reason that this bloke is killing people is to write his book. He's writing some kind of a book.
What?
And it's stupid. Like, it's stupid in the sense that what kind of person is gonna follow this guy? You know, like, it's not believable that he could brainwash so many people. And there's moles everywhere. It's like fucking 24. There's moles in the police department that are working for the cult, and it's just not believable in that sense that there's not going to be that many people who are going to fall for this. Killing people is sort of the way to, you know, salvation or whatever.
Yeah.
All to write this stupid book for this charismatic guy. You know, I'm really bagging it up.
That's a long way to go.
I'm really bagging it now, but it's not that bad. Like,
no.
It's a bit of sort of, it's Kevin Bacon that if you like Kevin Bacon, you'll probably watch it, because I quite like his acting. He's done some...
Yeah, I have a soft spot for him.
I kind of give him a bit of a break, you know. But he's not bad. It's kind of him that you will watch for, because he's quite a good actor.
Right.
And if Kevin Bacon wasn't in that show, you wouldn't give it the time of day.
I had a really hard time with The Killing.
Yeah. So did you see the original? Did you see the Danish version though? Because I watched that and that was very good.
No, which I want to track down and see because everybody raves about it.
No, you will like it, because the American it's like a lot of American knockoffs. They don't quite make the mark. I've
seen the pilot episode of Twin Peaks probably 500 times.
Yeah, that's very good.
And it's like 90 minutes long, and it's, you know, really intense and blah blah blah. And having seen that so many times, and then watching the pilot episode of The Killing, it was like Twin Peaks. They just stole everything from Twin Peaks.
Yeah, they did. It was shameless.
They really, really did. They didn't try to cover it up. They didn't try and do it. They didn't even like do it winkingly, like, oh hey, look at us. This is what we're doing. It was just like,
even where it's set, you know.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I watched a couple episodes and I was like, this is infuriating. I can't even believe this.
Have you seen any of like the later, you know, I kind of like the guy, you know, that plays Holder.
Mm-hmm.
He's cool.
Yeah.
He's not bad. Like, they cast him very well, but
yeah, he's funny.
And I like the darkness. I like the kind of dark... The things I like about it, though, are echoes of the Danish version. Do you know what I mean? The parts that I like are the parts that they... You know, the elements of it that they've adapted from the original. So just watch the Danish one if you want to watch The Killing. And I don't know if that show's even... I think that got axed, didn't it?
Yeah, but I believe it's coming back on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll keep watching it, but it's one of those ones that I'll watch, because I've got a lot of shows like that. I kind of watch. They're good enough to watch, but they're not like, oh my God, I've got to see that next week.
Yeah.
You know? But Breaking Bad's coming back. I'm looking forward to the last 8 episodes.
Oh man, that's exciting. I just can't think about anything but Arrested Development right now.
Oh yeah, that's coming. When's that?
So beyond excited. In the United States, it's May 26th.
Oh wow.
I don't know how people in other countries are going to be seeing it because of Netflix. You know.
Well, we find a way. I mean, how am I watching things?
Of course.
I'm not going to admit publicly to anything illegal, but I'm somehow finding a way to watch them. Just know that little Timmy at home, who's wondering, you know, sitting there with his teddy bear, wondering how I do these things. There is a way. You can find it. Look.
Yeah, I'm just so excited. That show's probably my number one.
It's so good. I mean,
and you know, it's infinitely rewatchable. I just watch it.
It's better actually when you watch it again.
Yeah, every time I watch an episode, I notice something in the background, or I notice the sort of mechanics of the jokes they're making, or how the script is written, and it's just so good.
I told you that you really got to give that some of your time, because there's people that are like, this is too depressing, I can't handle it. And I'm like, yeah, it is depressing, but there's some humor in there, and you've got to really, it's dark, but you've got to, there's some really funny things that happen. It's got this kind of dark humor, and it's it's not so. It just depends how you look at it. It's kind of depressing, but it's the acting is so good, and Cranston, he's just a god to me.
He's amazing. I love it. I mean, it's a great show. It's so well done, and the acting is amazing. I don't know. Have we talked about this? It's an old episode. The one with the meth heads in the house and the little boy.
Yeah.
That's
season 2.
Watched that home alone at night and was just like a wreck at the end.
Yeah, that was pretty full. That was intense.
Like a fucking full-on hysterical wreck. I was like, I can't watch this anymore.
That guy's head got crushed with the ATM
Jesus
and everything,
Christ.
and that whore.
The poor child.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then he just leaves him there, sort of at the end. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it really fucked me up, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna watch the show, I should probably watch it during the day. I should probably watch it when other people are around. Yeah, it just really. So I haven't even been past season 2, I don't think.
Oh, it gets so much better.
Yeah,
really?
I know.
Season 5, where we're at now. I mean, they've released the first half of season 5, and I won't spoil it for you because so much happens. But season 4 is one of the strongest seasons of TV I've ever seen, and the end of it, I can't even tell you because it will ruin everything. But the end of season 4, you'll stand up in your seat and go, "Oh my god!"
Wow, I read a little bit about what happens, but I haven't. I don't really remember.
You shouldn't have done that. That's terrible of you.
I don't really mind. It doesn't bother me though.
Yeah, I guess, but
I've seen
you
so
probably
much
don't
TV
notice it
at
though.
This point that I'm just like, yeah, I'll watch it anyway. Like a lot of Mad Men was spoiled for me before I ever started watching.
Yeah, but what's to spoil? What's to spoil about that show? Nothing really happens. Like they drink a martini. Oh, they drank another martini. Fuck.
Some people would beg to differ on that one, sir.
I kind of hate that it's overanalyzed. So, like, I respect Matthew. I'm going to call him Matthew Weiner. I don't know if he's
Weiner.
I know it's Weiner, but I call it Weiner. I feel he's earned it. And no, I do respect him from The Sopranos, and I really like The Sopranos, and I really adore his work on The Sopranos. And but. Having said that, visually, Mad Men is spectacular. Like the costumes and everything, just the way that it visually comes across, and the acting. John Hamm's a very capable actor, but I feel like there's just part of me that feels like the popularity of Mad Men has been, like, a lot of it has been women.
Interesting.
And that's my theory on that.
Do you think that's all because of Johnny Hamm?
I do. And the other guys and other cast of the show. I think it's all... Because it's kind of set up that way. Women kind of like that. I don't know. This is just something about... They knew that it would...
Wow. I know a lot of male Mad Men fans.
Are they gay, though?
No.
No? Okay.
That's weird. That must be something in your sort of demographic.
I don't know. I'm not saying you'd have to be gay to like it. That's not what I'm saying. Don't put words in my mouth. But like, I'm not saying... Like, I watch it, by the way. But, I watch it, but it gets a bit boring for me at points. And
that's very interesting about the women thing, though, because
that keeps them watching. Do you understand what I'm saying? That keeps them...
He's very sexy.
But you're able to keep watching because of that. Whereas me, there's no appeal for any kind of male.
No, but he's such a terrible, terrible, terrible person.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, to me, I just see a terrible person. But to women, they might think, yeah, he's a terrible person, but I can tolerate it because I'd like to sleep with him.
Because he's super hot. No, I don't feel that way at all about it. He's really hot. But...
He's cheating on his wife, and he's cheating on everybody.
Yeah, he's a very, very, very bad person.
He's a knob.
And he's caught... I just think... I love the show, but I do agree that it has the pace is sort of hard to deal with
I just
at
hate,
times.
like, I just think it's been overhyped. I mean, it would be okay if nobody. It's just had so much adulation. Which
I think it's a very interesting character study.
it is, but
He's a deep character. He's a very twisted character. He's severely fucked up, and that's really interesting. But it's not always enough
to carry
to
everything.
keep. How many more times can you watch him cheat
That's what I
on his
mean.
wife?
That's
You
what
know
I
what
mean.
I mean?
It's kind
I
of
totally
monotonous.
get that. Yeah. No, I totally get that.
It needs more story. Like, the writing actually needs some through lines and some some different storylines maybe, or just something that's outside of the realm of they're getting. I'm not that interested in advertising. I think that's part of my problem. I just don't care about it, and I kind of hate it.
Well, to say that it's about advertising,
It's not about that. It's
I
about the
think it's
characters.
I
I
mean-
realize it's a character-driven thing, but do you know what I mean? That whole setting already put me off because
Yeah.
I just
Well, I actually had a kind of interesting conversation about this recently. He's like an Ayn Rand character. He's essentially the metaphor for selfishness and for doing nothing but what you want for yourself and getting ahead. And that's Don Draper to a T. But he's gonna pay. That's the thing, is that you watch him over and over again just be a horrible, terrible person and win.
Yeah.
He constantly wins and he constantly comes out on top because he's this sort of Randian, people who succeed are selfish people.
Yeah.
But he's paying for it in his soul.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. It's like he is actually...
He's fucking paying for it big time inside.
Yeah,
I think that's the most interesting thing about the show.
He's not getting away with it.
No.
It looks like he
might
is.
come out on top, but in reality, he's going to be, he's going to lose.
I'd like to see more of that unraveling, though. I guess they're just being really more...
It was
very slow,
patiently done, yes.
Yeah, and like, I'm used to that from, like, shows like... And I can deal with slow-moving stuff quite well. Some people really can't, but I can deal with that. But when it's done, I just think... Yeah, it has a certain way about it, the show, that it carries on... It carries on quite slowly. Like, even all that stuff coming out about his past took an age to come.
Yes, that's very true.
I just think it could have been slightly faster paced. That's just my opinion.
I get that. I totally get that. And in the last 2 or 3 seasons, haven't watched as passionately as I did in the first couple. I think the first couple seasons are really good.
Yeah, it was really the later ones that I started to nod off.
Yeah, I sort of started to fall out of it around season 4, and then even more so in season 5, and I haven't even really caught up in season 6 yet. But
there was a suicide at least in season 5, and that was kind of...
That was fascinating.
That was pretty good.
It's a fascinating show, and there are fascinating characters. But it's just how long you can stand the pace, really.
Yeah, I think I'm at the stage where it's a bit like chore watching. I'm kind of watching it.
Yeah, I get that.
Oh, another Mad Men.
I think a lot of people feel that.
Yeah.
Especially in this season right now.
Yeah, this season I've felt that way. I've been a bit like, there's been some good ones, there's been a few strong ones, but for the most part it's kind of crawled along, and I'm really getting sick of the pace. I want something to happen on it.
Yeah.
But like I say, I don't have the eye candy of any, because I don't really like any of the women. And
you don't like Joan?
She's all right, but
come on, her tits and her waist. Yeah. She's super hot.
Yeah, she's hot for like the Marilyn Monroe era, I guess. She's okay, but she's just a bit of a, she slept with that guy, and I don't know, she sold her soul.
You don't like her character, you don't approve.
I don't approve of that fat guy just to get ahead. I just think, it's not. Shit, we got 20 seconds of the show left. We better wrap this up.
Oh crap! Wow,
it's going quick, hey. We might do another one. We might not. We'll see. We got to go now. So
Bye.
Yeah, see you for now. We might see you again. We might not. 6 seconds to go. We might as well count down the clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. See you later.